A very warm welcome and greetings from the Berlin School of Business and Innovation to each one of you. For those of you who are not familiar with BSBI, we're based in Berlin, but we also have multiple campuses in Barcelona and in Paris. This is a great opportunity for you to learn and understand the admission process that you need to follow, and also for you to find out about the visa process and how we can support you. And that's what this webinar is going to be basically about. So Frank, I know you asked a question about admission requirements, and we're going to be touching on that in the next couple of minutes. In order to help you get a better understanding of the visa assistance provided by us, I'm happy to have with me Miss Lucy, who's my colleague and friend. You can see she's sitting right by me, actually. I'm lucky also because I get to share an office with her, so I see her on the daily basis. Lucy is the International Affairs Office Manager. She and her team are here on the Berlin campus to answer and support any questions you might have about visa or health insurance. They keep track of the visa situation of every single student and also communicate quite rigorously with the German authorities. So for all of you who are planning to be here in the next couple of months, this is a face you definitely need to remember because she's going to be helping you and assisting you, she and her team. So thank you so much, Lucy, for being here with me today. And no one better to answer some of our questions with regards to visas. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sangeeta George, and I am the Student Engagement Manager. And what I do is basically also based on the Berlin campus, help with organizing activities for students, also making sure that we're there to support you in any way that we can, especially when you're moving here for the first time. It can be quite overwhelming. I've done it myself just a couple of months ago, but we just want to let you know that we're here to support you in whatever way we can, okay? So thank you once again. For those of you who've just joined us, know that we're going to be going through the admission requirements and the visa assistance that we offer, and then I'll open it up for some questions at the end. So if you want to go ahead and put the questions down, that will be great, and then we will take them. Lucy and I will take them at the end, okay? So before we go into the admission requirements, I'm just going to take you through really quickly the perks of being here at BSBI and studying with us at BSBI. First of all, our campus is very centrally located. So whether you're looking for malls or whether you're looking for places to eat or the transportation, buses, trains, we're very, very centrally located, and it's a great place and area to be in. We have excellent student support, whether it's student services, so accommodation, visas, careers, I'll touch upon that in a little bit. But we also have academic support if you need help with regards to writing skills, research skills. You may come from curriculums where you're not used to doing some of those things, but we want to let you know that we're here to support you. We have flexible timetables. We know the prime reason why most of you are coming to Germany is because you want to work, and we're very sensitive to that. So we want you to know that we will try and be as flexible as possible with the timetables and schedules that we have for you for your classes. Of course, we are partnered with accredited and globally recognized universities. So I hope you're familiar with the three that we have: Uni Nettuno, CUC, which is based in Chicago in the US, and UCA, University of Creative Arts, which is based in the UK. Amazing, fantastic programs that will get you ready for the workplace in terms of the kind of theory that you learn, also the practical experience, and also just the networking that you're able to be exposed to. We have an amazing career services center that is very, very high in demand. So once you decide that you want to join us and you register with us, know that even before you get onto our campus, you have access to all our careers platforms and also to the career services manager and career services officer. They will help you with regards to putting your CV together. That is very specific for Germany. Also tell you about the different types of jobs that are available, part-time, full-time, many jobs, whatever it is that you're looking for, they're able to help you. They have lots of networking events that they organize for students, campus company visits, and also for you to get in touch with different organizations if you're interested in working with them. So definitely know that we have a very strong career services. We also have online resources, so virtual student lounge, virtual library is what we have for our students. Opportunity for post-study German visa, we're not going to touch upon that because Lucy will talk about that a little bit more. And of course, without doubt, excellent teaching standards, okay? I just want to tell you about the admission process really quickly. So I've put down the website here, which is our website, www.berlinsbi.com. I would highly recommend that each of you go and take a look at it. There's lots of information about the kind of programs that we offer. If you are interested in applying for any of those programs, here's what you need to do. Right on the top right corner, you will see a little tab called Apply Now. All you need to do is click on that and complete the application and provide us with the supporting documents. You also have an opportunity to speak with a student advisor who can tell you the specifics about the program, what kind of documents you need to give, especially your English requirements. It's based on what you've studied and where you're applying from. Once you do that, and you pay your deposit of 2,000 euros, then we will give you an admission decision. Actually, even before you pay the 2,000 euros, we will give you an admission decision. Sometimes it's based on what the university requires. They might want to go through your documents. So expect to get a decision from us 10 days after we get your application, and we will have 3 possible outcomes: unconditional offer, a conditional offer, and then there is one remaining based on the documents that you have submitted, so it'll be on hold, okay? So we take really long to say no to you, but it's very, very important that you give us all the documents incomplete when you are applying with us. Once all of that is done, then what you need to do is accept our offer of admission. We will give you all the letters that you need, your unconditional offer, your letter of acceptance, and with that, you can register yourself. And I would highly recommend that you take this seriously and look at it. I will give you an email address at the end that you can write into. If you have any questions about the admission requirements or the process, write into me, and I will be happy to put you in touch with an advisor who can then tell you what you need to be doing, okay? Because you need to go through the registration process, and then of course Lucy will talk about how important it is for you to start early on your student visa, especially if you're looking at the October 2023 intake. So please, this is our website, www.berlinsbi.com. Please go into it and fill out an application if you are interested to join us for, especially over the next couple of months, for the October 2023 intake. We also have other support that we're offering for you, just to have like a little bit of a bird's eye view of what we offer to you. Visa guidance and compliance, of course. Accommodation, if anyone's looking for accommodation, you've decided you want to join us in October or even Feb 2024, I highly recommend you find accommodation. It is quite challenging right now in Berlin, so the earlier you start, the better. I talked to you about career services. We have tons of activities that we have on campus, whether it's networking opportunities, whether it's different types of clubs, whether it's master classes or certification courses. We offer this for you because we want you to have a holistic experience here on our campus, and also pastoral care. If any of you need counseling, you're struggling to transition to Berlin, we're here to help you and support you based on what you need, okay? So know that we're first of all very thankful that you're here to listen to us, but know that we will help you through your journey of coming to BSBI as much as we can. All right, so we're going to move into visa services, and I just have that here for you, and I'm going to ask Lucy some questions based on a lot of questions that students asked us. So first of all, Lucy, once again, thank you for being here. What is the general process of applying for a visa for Germany? If you could just let us know about that.
Of course. Thank you for having me, Sangeeta. So the most important fact for all of you guys is to apply for the correct entry visa. I've seen a lot of students, they applied for the wrong visa and they end up here, for example,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so once again, sorry.
Sorry, we're going to repeat that again because I muted her. Okay.
Okay, so again, thanks for having me. The most important fact is that you apply for the correct entry visa. I've seen a lot of students coming to Germany with a tourist visa or a visitor's visa or a business visa. Make sure that you check the embassy's requirements, consulate's requirements, and apply for a national visa, type D, paragraph 16b, which is for study purposes. And embassies and consulates started issuing long-term visas that are valid for or between 6 and 12 months. Yeah, you need to go to the embassy or consulate that is closest to your current place of residence, and you simply check the list of requirements. This can vary from country to country. So your entry visa application remains your responsibility. And then you actually collect all the documents that you need, you prepare the documents, and book an appointment for the interview at the embassy. The most important document that you need from our end is the letter of acceptance. This letter allows you to apply for your study entry visa.
Okay, so Lucy, you talked about, and it's good that you mentioned about the documents and the importance of it. And I understand that based on the country you're applying from, it'll be a different set of documents. But can you just highlight the mandatory documents that students need in order to apply for a visa, just so that they can start getting those ready? But what are some of the things that, regardless of which country you're applying from, it's mandatory to have it?
Mm-hmm. So what you definitely need is your passport, of course, a photograph, a biometric passport photograph, not older than a year, the letter of acceptance from BSBI, your health insurance proof. So in the moment you apply for your entry visa, you need a travel health insurance that covers your flight to Germany and at least the first 3 or 6 months after you have arrived, and financial resources, of course.
Right. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to give Lucy a little bit of a break so she can take a sip of her coffee. I'm going to just run 2 polls. So students, if you can just go ahead and answer. The first one is, which program are you interested in? So if you can just go ahead and answer that, please, that would give us a little bit more perspective on the kind of programs. So I see 50-50, some bachelors, more bachelors than masters. Okay, I'll just give it a couple of more seconds. Okay, great. Thank you so much. So I see that a lot of you are more bachelor students than masters, which also is a good thing. The second question that I would like you to answer is, which intake you're deciding to join. Are you looking at October 2023, Feb 2024, or May 2024? Wow, so a lot of you looking at October as of now. That's amazing. Good. We really hope that you're here by October. Then you better get started on your visa. All the more reason you need to be listening to Lucy. Okay, some of you for May. Okay, thank you so much for answering. I see that most of you for October and then some of you for Feb. Great. And a few of you for May. All right. Lucy, can you just let us know, especially for those who are looking at October, how best can a student prepare when applying for a visa?
Mm-hmm. So as I said, check the list of required documents, get together all your documents, make sure you book an appointment very soon, and present all the documents. Yeah, so otherwise the process would be delayed. And a recommendation for me personally is be informed about the content of your course and be informed about the study course in general. Yeah, the embassy will ask you some questions during the interview, and they actually want to find out, is the person, the future student, prepared to live in Germany, and what are the advantages for you personally?
So definitely, I think a lot of information that you need with regards to what Lucy just said is available on the website with regards to the programs and the choice of program that you are deciding to do. So please go through it, be familiar with what you are applying for, because I'm sure they will ask you some questions. Do they ask technical questions, Lucy?
Technical questions?
With regards to the specifics of the subjects? No, they just need an overview.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
okay, great. What are some of you've been helping students for quite a while now with visas even before they get here, while they get here. What are some common mistakes that students make when applying for a visa to Germany?
So sometimes we are also receiving visa refusal letters, and students are asking us for their support on how to file an appeal or remonstrate. And the reasons for the rejection that I've seen so far, in most of the cases, a visa is rejected if the student is not prepared well enough. So students are sometimes not even able to state the name of the study course correctly. Yeah. And you also need to prepare for questions on how the study course can benefit your career. Yeah, how you can benefit from a university degree that you take in Germany.
Nice. So then maybe a long-term plan that they have once they study what they want to do with it, right?
Exactly.
I think students, if you are already in touch with an advisor, you can ask them whether it is possible for you to have a mock interview with them, or speak to someone on that side with the advisors who can help you with regards to getting prepared to the kind of questions that they ask, because Lucy and her team will support you once you get here to Berlin. So before you get here to Berlin, maybe get in touch with your advisor and see if any assistance can be offered to you with regards to you doing a mock interview, so that you're prepared verbally with regards to how to answer some of these questions. Lucy, what kind of support do we extend to students prior to coming to BSBI?
So as Sangeeta just said, our active support starts upon your arrival. Yeah, so we cannot still, of course, give you some general entry visa support. So we can give some general info as I'm doing it right now. You're welcome to send us an email whenever you want. But some students sometimes reach out to us asking for our help to speed up the entry visa process. And this is, for example, not possible because we are simply not allowed, due to German data protection issues, to contact the German authority abroad and give out any personal details or information. So this is completely out of our control. Just to give you a little bit of the background, in the moment you have your interview, the embassy will cross-check your documents if you have everything ready, and everything will be sent to the Berlin Immigration Office. And this just takes time. It's completely out of our control.
Good point. Thank you. And what kind of support do we give students once they reach Germany?
So when you make it to Germany, you received your entry visa, you have found your accommodation, hopefully in the city of Berlin, because this makes everything easier and smooth. You will be invited to the finalization of your registration, and you will get every information that you need in terms of bureaucracy, like city registration, health insurance. We also have a SIRS immigration support service. You can see the slide right here. It's actually a law firm that we are partnering with. It's a German law firm. They are located here in Berlin, and we have a very close partnership with them, kind of an agreement, and they will completely take over your visa extension process. Yeah, so the residence permit application. You can simply sign up. You will receive all information when you show up on campus, and yeah, they take over the process.
I think that's really good. And students, be mindful that I don't think a lot of universities or business schools offer this, which brings me to my next question, Lucy, of according to you, what kind of services do we offer to students that makes BSBI stand out from other business schools here in Germany?
It's exactly this service, the Service Immigration Support Service. And it will also be upgraded from tomorrow onward. So they not only take over your first residence permit application for study purposes in Berlin, they will also apply for your post-study residence permit once you have graduated. So once you have fully completed your course on time, they can also apply for your job-seeking residence permit. That means you have like 18 months of time to apply for a job that fits your degree. So this is a very outstanding and unique service, completely free of charge.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So students, keep this in mind. Know that, like I said, there's more than enough support for you. We'd expect you to be proactive. Like Lucy and her team won't call you and say, hey, why don't you speak to sirs? But you, we just wanted to make you aware that this is available for you. I just want to run 2 more polls really quickly before I ask Lucy her last question, and then we will open it up for questions. Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. We're interested in studying at, if you could please go ahead and answer. Are you looking at Berlin or Paris? Yeah. Okay. So some of you looking at Berlin. Wow. Some of you looking at Hamburg. That's awesome. Really good to know. And some of you looking at Paris. Okay. Great. Okay. And my last question to you is, what factors are most important to you when you are applying to us here at BSBI? Are you looking at location or the cost or extracurricular activities or the academic programs? So, great academic programs and cost. Good. Well thought out, students. Location for some of you, great. Okay, all right. So academic programs is first, and then cost, location, and then last extracurriculars, as it should be. Okay, thank you so much, students, for being honest. Lucy, my last question to you is, any advice that you would like to leave with our students, even as they get ready to apply for visas?
My personal recommendation is that don't panic. The visa topic can be very annoying, but as long as you apply in a timely manner, have all your documents ready, and also communicate with us, the Visa and Compliance Office, the International Affairs Office, everything will be fine. This is what I can almost guarantee, I would say. Yeah, because we as an institution, we are also forced to have a valid legal status of every single student. And as long as you are communicating with us, update us about your visa, everything is fine. But don't panic. Yeah.
I think that's important, not to panic. Right? Trust me. You know, I think that's great advice. I think a lot of students hyperventilate when they come here, and you know what needs to be done. But don't, if you do it in a timely fashion, I'm sure everything will work out smoothly for you. I'm just going to put our email address here for all of you. It's ask@berlinsbi.com. You can write into either me or Lucy, and we will take the questions from here, and we will be happy to answer them for you. Anything with regards to admissions or with regards to visa before you get here, after you get here, what needs to happen. If something wasn't too clear to you, please go ahead and write to us. I will also put it into the chat box for you. But I'm just going to go ahead and take some questions, if that's okay. Lucy, can I take some questions? Yeah? Okay. Okay, let's see. Nida, you're asking, what scholarship does BSBI provide to international students? What kind of merit scholarships can I achieve? So great question. We have different types of discounts. We call them discounts actually. So based on where you are applying from, it depends. Based on how much of your fees you've paid, you can get up to 33% discount. You can also get based on your merit scholarship, so your academic excellence. So what I would ask you to do, Nida, is get in touch with your advisor to see, first of all, how much your program costs, and then to look at the total amount of discounts that you are eligible for, because we have different types of discounts based on various aspects. Okay. What steps must I take if I want to become financially independent as an international student through BSBI? You offer on-campus jobs, financial aids. So basically, what I would suggest is that you get in touch with our career center, and they will be able to help you get ready to apply for some part-time jobs. We do have jobs on campus, but not that many for students. We do have students who are working with us right now as student council presidents or in different departments. But what I would suggest to you, because there's so many different types of jobs that are available for students in the city of Berlin, most of our students are working. We will be able to help you and support you to find something. Okay. All right. Mohammed, you're saying that you did your bachelor's in civil technology and you want to do your master's. Why not? Sure. Get in touch with us. Either send me an email to ask@berlinsbi.com, and then we can put you in touch with an advisor. If you already have an advisor, please send your transcripts over so we can make sure that you're eligible to apply for one of our programs. Okay. Shahab, how do we get started? Like I said, go on to our website. There's an Apply Now tab. You can click on that and fill out an application form. You can also speak to an advisor, and they can help you through the guidance of how you need to go through the entire admission process. So whatever you need, we can help. If you're comfortable enough to fill out that form, please go ahead and fill it out, and someone will get in touch with you in the next 24 hours. Okay? Yusuf, Lucy, this is for you. What are the requirements for the student visa? Do I need German language?
No, you don't need German language because all of our courses are in English. And as I said before, so the required documents vary from country to country, but the most common documents that every one of you need is your passport, a current biometric passport photograph, health insurance. So when I say health insurance, I mean travel health insurance, the letter of acceptance from our end, as well as proof of your financial resources.
Okay, Yusuf, I hope that is clear to you. We just reminded you of what you need to be doing. Can I get more information on Paris campus and France visa for Indian students? So Nandini, happy to help with this. I can put you in touch with one of our advisors who can give you that information. If you can just send me your email address, I can send it over to someone to get in touch with you even as early as today to give you information about that. Okay. Mohammed, you're asking with regards to your reference letter. So it depends what you're applying for and where you're applying from. Ideally, you need a reference letter from the university that you were studying in before. Also, I think there are reference letters from companies that you were working in. So I'm not sure if you're applying for a bachelor's or a master's program, but it is important and mandatory for you to have a reference letter before you apply or while you apply to BSBI. Yusuf is asking, do we offer visa services?
We offer visa services once you have arrived in Berlin. Yeah, as I said before, we have a partnership with a law firm, an immigration law firm. They are specialized in this topic, and they will help you to apply for your very first residence permit, so your visa extension upon arrival. But as long as you are in your home country, we give general visa advice.
Okay. Thais is saying, is it possible not to get a student visa because BSBI is not recognized? Apparently, he saw some comments on the internet. Before I hand it over to Lucy, Thais, I just want to say that we have over 4,000 students who are studying with us at BSBI. But we talked about some common mistakes that students make. Maybe that's why they don't have a student visa. Lucy, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, so please note that BSBI is not a university. Yeah, we are an educational institution, and we are conducting study programs in the name of recognized universities. And sometimes that leads to a confusion on the students, from the students' perspective. So if there's any issue, or if the embassy is requesting more documents, we are also ready to help. Yeah. So you can simply send us an email, and if necessary, we will also help you out and contact the embassy.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. Ojo, because I don't know how to say your first name, you said you sent an email to follow up with your offer letter, as I raised an appeal in the last webinar that was held on Wednesday. However, I'm yet to get feedback. Sure, Ojo, let me just, I think it's the one that Alina did. Let me just check with her, and I'll check your email. If you can put your email address or your QID in the question box, then I can follow up and ask her to get in touch with you, okay? Taha, you're asking whether we have a foundation year. Yes, we do. You can apply if you're just finishing high school, then yes, you can apply for the foundation year before you get into bachelor's, but not all of our programs have a foundation year, okay? What's the visa ratio? I don't know what, Lucy?
Not sure.
Like, you mean success rate, Taha? I'm not. Can you be a little bit more specific on your question, and then we can see if we can try and take it. I attempted to apply online for a bachelor's degree. I'm unable to finalize the application due to absence of a reference letter. Any professional, how can I proceed with my application? Zeliha, I would suggest again that we'll have to see why you can't get a reference letter. It's pretty easy for you to, even from your previous educational institution, or if you've been working, it should be fairly easy for you to get. A reference letter is actually mandatory for the application, so I don't think it will move forward unless you have a reference letter. You can look at, I'm not sure if you can speak to your advisor and see, but I would highly recommend you write to somebody, either that you've worked with or has taught you, and see whether you can get a reference letter. I think that would be the best way forward for you, because you will have to have a reference letter before you get all your documents, your admission documents from BSBI. Sahil, you've applied already for our campus in France. That's also in Paris. We look forward to having you there. But I could not find the course on the Campus France website. I've been trying since the 1st of August. Okay, Sahil, if you can give me your email address, I will get someone to get in touch with you and help you through the Campus France website. They will be happy to help you and tell you how you need to go forward with this. I can see your I have your email, so that's great. Okay. All right. Yusuf, you're asking how you can get in touch with an advisor. If you put your email address down, I will send it over to someone who can get in touch with you, okay? Kamran, you said you've sent your documents. Please check, can I get admission? I wish I could give you admission, but I can't. I will have to make sure that it's sent over to the people who need to check it, and then I can get back to you with a response if you would like. So let me just see if your documents have been sent in, okay? Faizan, you're asking if you need IELTS for, IELTS certificate. It is recommended. If you ask me as a career counselor, I'd say definitely get IELTS because it is the most recognized. But there are other English proficiency tests that are also accepted. Duolingo, PTE, TOEFL, these are also accepted. But if you have IELTS, then that would be good. I would definitely recommend it. Can you shed more light on the blocked account? I heard it is needed for Germany. Lucy, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, the blocked account is one of the most common documents that embassies require in terms of financial resources, so to say. You indeed need the blocked account with an amount of 11,208 euro. It changes yearly. Yeah, so usually it increases yearly. If you Google it, you can find some information, of course. Just Google blocked account for an entry visa for study purposes. And if you want more information, we are also happy to help you. But the blocked account is actually not the only document. So when you go through the list of required documents, you also have several options on how to prove your financial resources.
Okay. Any relaxation for IELTS? Is there any option that we can do IELTS that is required per BSBI at the time of admission after we come to Germany? No, Nida, you need to do it before you come here. It's part of your application process, so you need to do coming here. I think the German embassy might also ask for your IELTS. Do they ask for IELTS English proficiency? Do you know? Maybe some they ask for the results, I think. Yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so it's important that you have it before you come here, okay? And if you've heard otherwise, it's wrong. You need to have it before you apply to BSBI. Any relaxation for IELTS, Faizan? No, unfortunately, no. We're quite stringent on the different bands that you need to be getting. These are the requirements of the universities that we've partnered with. So there is really no leeway with regards to being quite relaxed with the IELTS results that you get. Do you need work reference letter if you're currently unemployed? If you have work experience, yes, Kafayat, you would need to get a work reference letter prior, maybe even just showing that you were working would be important, but you need to have a reference letter, okay? Nida, you said I've already applied for different programs at BSBI and I'm in contact with the advisor. What other documents shall I prepare in the meantime? Just follow what your advisor is telling you. If you are in touch with your advisor, that's great. That's the best thing that you can do. They will help you step by step on what you need to do next. If you're waiting to get some results, all you can do is follow up with them and find out if there's anything pending, but otherwise you're good to go and they will get in touch with you, okay? Let me see what other questions. Gurnam, you said I'd completed my process. I'm trying to read this. I received a good amount of discount in my fees. Are there any other scholarships for students? Well, if you got a good amount of discount, then that should be good, right? I don't know if you need any more if you've got a good amount of discount, but get in touch because I don't know how much you have been given. You can get in touch with your advisor. I'm sure that they've given you the best discount that you're eligible for. So the best thing for you to do would be to get in touch with your advisor and they can help you, okay? I've already applied for different programs at BSBI. I'm ComTab. What are the documents? Okay, we took that one. Please, what if they ask us to open a portal for them to see before giving us the visa? Has that ever happened?
Portal. What kind of portal?
Yeah, Ado, if you can be a little bit more specific, what kind of portal? Let us know. Taha, you're asking me to answer. I've taken a lot of your questions, but what do you need me to answer? I'm not sure which one I have left. I think I've talked about the foundation program, everything that you asked for. Yeah. How long does it take to process documents submitted to get an offer having paid the deposit already? 4 days is what you need to give them because sometimes we need to send them to the admissions office in the university that we're partnering with and we need to hear back from them. So we're just waiting to hear. You might have to wait till you hear back from them. Javed is asking, hello and thank you. My question is that according to the situation of my country, Iran, my visa may be rejected. Is it possible to pay part of the course fee after obtaining the visa?
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, this is Lucy will help you with. I think you'll have to pay the deposit, Javed, for sure. And then there is an installment plan that your advisor will help you with. And once you sign that, then you can probably ask for an extension of when you can start paying it. But most of the time, you will have to pay your first installment, especially if you've applied for your visa and you're starting with us online till you get your visa. you're going to have to start, but you can ask for a delay in when you start to pay. Trust me, we're quite flexible with regards to that. I've seen our finance department being flexible and empathetic towards student situations. So maybe there's no harm in you asking whether you can start to pay at a later date, but it's important for you to have an installment plan, okay? Okay. Faizan, if your IELTS is expired, I would suggest that you do it again unless you have a letter of like an English proficiency letter. But there are conditions with regards to submitting an English proficiency letter. If you can get one, that would be amazing, especially if you did your previous course in English, and if you have an English proficiency letter, you can submit that. But I would still recommend, if you've done it and you've done well in your IELTS, I would suggest that you do it again. Okay. Mohammed, you're asking what kind of what percentage of scholarship do we offer? Like I said, based on, I think the most that we can go up to is right now is 33% based on how much you have paid. If you've paid your full fees, that's how much you're eligible for. But there are also different types based on where you're applying from, which country you're applying from. If you have done really well as a student in your previous educational experience, then you will be eligible for much more. Taha wanted to know about the visa ratio of foundation year. How many international students get visa for foundation year?
Oh, this
is... It would be hard to say, but from my experience, what I know, most of our foundation students are already on campus. I don't think anyone's doing it online. So that means it's pretty high with regards to them coming onto campus and studying is what I would like to say, Taha. But I can find that out and get back to you. Okay, Taha? And you're from Pakistan, right? And I'm guessing, I'm assuming if you're asking so many questions about foundation, you are applying for the foundation here. Okay. I have left school in 2004, but I have been very active in oil and gas industries. Okay. Are you looking to apply with us, Frank? If you are, then we have things like energy management that you can apply for, may go really well with your oil and gas industry. Okay, so look at a program that is going to complement what you've already done. So it doesn't matter that you finished in 2004 and probably not studied after that, but if you have work experience, we will take that into consideration. Okay. Nandini, let me look at what's happening with your acceptance letter. Okay, I will get back to you shortly about that. Chari, hi, you're American. Can I process the visa when I arrive in Paris? You mean, can you apply for your German visa from Paris? Can, right?
You can, yeah. So if you have an American nationality, you can go to Paris or also to Germany, to Paris, and apply for your French residence permit right there, if that's your question.
Adu, you're asking, please, my transcript and other documents are not yet ready. Can I get visa and come to campus and then later it can be sent to me? No, right? No, you need your transcript and documents and everything. You need to apply with us, get your application, get registered, and then is when you can apply for a German embassy will not give a student a visa unless they're accepted by us, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so you need to be accepted first, and then you can apply for your visa. Okay, Shahab, I can't give you an advisor right now. I think you've put your email address down. I will send your email address over to the advisors and one of them will get in touch with you. How much study gap will be accepted depends on how much you've been working also. So we have people who've come back after 10, 15 years to study with us, so it's fine. Okay. Javed, my question is that according to the situation, oh, is it possible to, oh, we've already taken that and you've left. Can tuition fees be paid in installment? Yes, absolutely, it can be. Get in touch with your advisor. We have different types of installment plans that you can have. Is there any additional charges taken to open a block bank account? Oh, for Paris. I don't think you need a block bank account for Paris. Yeah. So I don't think you need a block bank account for Paris. But even if you do, I think it's lesser than what it is here. I think it's about 6,000 that you need to put, Nandini. But let me look at your QID and I will get your advisor or someone from the visa department to help you for Paris. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to take a few more questions and then I'm going to end it here. But if I haven't answered your question, I will get back to you. I will email you. Okay, after reviewing documents. Okay, we've taken all of these, right? Nida, you're asking, is it possible that I pay half the fees before coming to Germany? I think there are installment plans, Nida, so you don't have to actually pay half. Also, it'll be great if you can pay half. But you can pay, most students are on 6 and 9 months installment plans where they pay per month over a period of time, so you can get in touch with your advisor and see what works best for you. Okay. Ayul is gone. I'm just seeing what else I need to take. I would love to understand how accredited BSBI. Can I do my master's in any other university after graduation? Yes, actually, we do have, I can't read your name, unfortunately, but we do have students who are studying in other universities after studying with us, studying and working. We are recognized by the Berlin Senate, so all of our programs are recognized by the Berlin Senate. So the degree that you get is recognized here in Berlin, so you shouldn't have an issue to go to any other university to study after studying with us. Okay, all right. Ojo, 10 days, yeah? 10 days to get an acceptance. Okay. I didn't understand well concerning the 2,000 euros before getting the invitation. So you need to pay 2,000 euros as a deposit while you are applying for a course in BSBI. And it is refundable if you decide not to join us. We take an administration fee from it, but you need to pay the 2,000. That's part of the application process. If all my papers are all right, is there still a possibility not to get my visa? Do you know? If all his documents are there, what is there a possibility of not getting a visa?
I mean, if the embassy officer is asking you a question about the course, or if the simple question, what is the name of your course, and you are not able to answer that question, this might be serious, yeah. So be prepared when you go to the interview.
And what are the means of paying money for a visa? Do you know how they can pay for a visa? It's done online.
I think so.
Yeah, it is online. It's Ayul, it's done online. So when after you fill out your application form, they will ask you either to do a bank transfer or pay online. Yeah.
It can definitely be found on their website.
Is it possible that my admission can be confirmed and I give IELTS test later? No. I would think, Nida, if IELTS is going to be tough for you, get in touch with your advisor to see whether you can actually do any other test, okay? Because there are other options that you can do. So don't feel like you need to do IELTS. I would recommend it because it is definitely recognized, but I would ask you to ask your advisor to see what else there is, okay? All right, you have dates in December for your IELTS test. So great, that'll be awesome. Okay. All right, I am going to stop here right now because a lot of you are asking me specific questions about how much a particular course is costing. A lot of this information is on our website. I do recommend that all of you get onto our website. If you don't have an advisor as of yet who you can ask all these questions to, please send me your email address and somebody will get in touch with you. I think we have most of your email addresses when you're registered. So we will be sure to get someone to give you a call over the next couple of days so that they can take some of these questions. You can also write into ask@berlinsbi.com, ask@berlinsbi.com, and both Lucy and I are happy to take any kind of questions. So thank you once again, Lucy, for being here with me and for all the information that you provided us with. Remember, students, she's the person you need to be seeing once you get onto campus. And we really, really look forward to having all of you here. I apologize if I haven't taken some of your questions, but a lot of you asked more than like 5-6 questions, and I think I've taken a lot of them. But we will make sure that we get back in touch with you if there are any pending questions. Okay, so thank you. Have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.